Bam! And just like that, welcome back. We are in, or just outside of Green River, Wyoming, and there's like 50-mile-an-hour wind gusting by. Got Lindsay to her wild horses. She's off tracking them down right now with her camera. I don't know how she's not getting blown over. It's because she's small, she's little, she's slower to the ground than I am. I'm scared to death of going outside because I think I'm going to get knocked over every time a gust of wind comes by. That's just how it is, I guess, at this part of Wyoming in springtime. It's in the southern part of the state. We are about 3 hours from Thermopolis, so we're not terribly far. But guess what's coming our way? Snowstorm. Yeah, crazy. We bring the bad weather wherever we go. So the one thing we try to avoid at all costs when we travel is snow. We're from Florida. We hate snow. It's not even pretty anymore. Well, okay, it's pretty. It was pretty yesterday. But we just need to see it once every 2 or 3 years, and that's good. But now it's going to snow in the next little bit. And so we're going to be staying out here one night. We're on a dirt road. We've already done the dirt road with the mud and the snow yesterday. That was no fun. 2 to 3 miles in reverse to get off the dirt road in the mud. So we're going to stay here while it's bright and sunny and windy. And then tomorrow sometime we're going to head north, try to beat the snow. It sounds crazy to drive north to beat the snow, but apparently it's not going to be snowing north toward Lander, which is where we're headed. And yeah, that's going to be the plan. But for now, we are holed up here in Green River, or just outside of Green River on BLM land, where there are 1,500 wild horses in this general huge area, and Lindsay stumbled across 4 of them. We're just joyriding today, so we might find some more. Beautiful drive, beautiful area. If only it were not so cold and windy right now, it would be a pretty fantastic place to hang out for a couple days. But that being said, we're just hanging out today. So while Lindsay's off doing her horse thing, I'm going to go do my work thing so I can get some of these videos edited and get them out to you. You won't know that at this time. They'll hopefully be out to you, but I got to get caught up because we've been out of Baja now for, to the day, 1 month. And it feels strange saying that, but we're back in the US of A. Got to get back into the grind. This time next week, I could be working in a restaurant. So we're going to enjoy the last couple days of travel. Wind be darned. How'd it go, lady?
That was cool. That was a Bachelor herd. They were all stallions.
Hey, how can you tell they're stallions?
'Cause they all had penises.
You can't say that on YouTube.
Yes, I can.
This is a family-friendly show.
What else do I say? They were all boys.
Just hanging out?
Just hanging out.
Really?
They called that a Bachelor herd.
Oh, okay.
One of them was definitely older, and he acted like he'd had mares before. Because every time the other horses would poop or pee, he'd walk over and pee or poop on it. And he was covered in scars, and he looked older. And then there were 2 ones that looked really young. Like one looked maybe not even 2. Another one looked to be about 2 or 3, and then there was one that looked full grown but not very old. They all looked alike. They were all chestnuts with stripes.
So
Thought it was really funny. Huh?
They're all his babies?
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I mean, it's kind of weird seeing one so young not with its mom, but who knows what happened, you know? So, my eyes are watering from the wind.
Oh, I know.
And then that truck that just went by drove out, and I was like, they're down there. So they stopped and they had a little baby with them. So they were happy to see some.
Yeah.
Otherwise they wouldn't have found them because they had walked down into the valley.
Yeah.
And they didn't care at all that I was there. At first I thought they were afraid of me because I was walking and they kept moving, but they're just on the move.
Yeah.
Because once I got down and I went around and I cut in front of them, they started walking towards me like, hey! And I was like, crap, I have to get out of their way. And I turned, and then they turned towards me again, and they kept following me. Anyways, it was funny. But one laid down and rolled. But that's about it. They were cool. I don't know if we'll see any others.
You want to head down the road a little further?
Yeah, I think I saw kind of a pull-off further up ahead. So.
Okay. Well, we'll do that. No more horse day?
It's time to drive. I don't know. We might see some on the side of the road.
We're not stopping. So yesterday was Lindsay's horse days. Had an amazing time. Saw all kinds of horses. wild horses in like 3 different spots, 4
And then
different
we
spots.
saw domesticated
Domesticated
horses.
horses.
They were pretty too.
They were awesome. Little baby running around, having a great time. So we camped at this reservoir out in the middle of Wyoming. They should just rename the state Windy.
Yeah.
No more Wyoming, Windy. They got the first letter right, W, but instead of Wyoming, it's Windy. So Wyoming is crazy windy, especially this time of year in the spring. And we're about to drive the South Pass to Atlantic City, 75 miles, and tomorrow there's a weather warning. So
That's why we're doing it today.
yeah. National Weather Service has issued a warning that says if you're in a big rig like us or semi-trucks, don't drive the road tomorrow. So there's a storm coming through. It's going to dump snow up there. It's going to dump rain where we end up today. God willing, we don't get blown off prematurely off the edge of the cliff. I mean, if that happens, you'll never see this, but I lived a good life. I'm pretty happy.
We'll be fine. We've done it in our truck camper, which was way more top heavy than this RV.
But we didn't do it when we had a weather warning on the way.
Yeah.
So
but
we're still 12, 15 hours early on the weather warning. So hopefully it's not going to be a problem. But just letting you know that in case somebody finds this video camera.
yeah, which is not right.
And takes this footage out, and you see like we're being safe. We're going in advance. We were going to hang out here for a couple days, but we decided let's move forward. Let's get through the storm, and let's get toward Lander, or get into Lander, and that's where we're headed. We're headed to Lander.
Yeah, we're gonna hang out in Lander for a few days.
So it's going to rain tonight. It's going to rain tomorrow, but we got errands to run. It's a cool little town. We'll show you all about. Really cool state park up there. We're going to go check that out again, probably, and then we'll go to Thermopolis. Free camping. We're putting off going to Thermopolis because we got to start paying for camping once we get there. But free camping in Lander. Let's go. Well, we blew that out of proportion. Literally blow like wind blows, get it? Blown out of proportion.
Blown out. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That was not that difficult at all.
No, it wasn't.
Maybe tomorrow it'll be awful, but today...
Glad we did it today and got it out of the way.
Got it out of the way. So no worries. We're in Lander. We're going to start running some errands. We're not going to bring you along to all of them. We got to get our bikes fixed. After using them quite a bit in
Baja.
Pre-Baja and the first part of Baja, then they sat in the salt and sun and sand for 2 months. So they're pretty bad. Then the Utah dust and all that stuff's all over them. So we're going to go get our bikes fixed because that is our main mode of transportation in Thermopolis. And what else do we have? We're going to go clean the mud off this RV. We're going to clean the mud out of our clothes. We're going to
do laundry.
Do some laundry.
Really bad.
Got like 20 pounds worth of laundry back there. And then something else. So we got to get water. We don't have water in the RV. And then go find a place to camp before the rain comes.
Water's turned on.
Yeah.
Everywhere in Wyoming, water's been turned off.
I'm sure we'll find water.
So.
On that note, it's time to get started. Let's go have some fun running some errands. Oh, and we got one more tank of gas to put in, and then no gas for the next 4 or 5 months. It's exciting because I can't afford any more gas. Yeah. It's been ridiculously, outrageously, stupidly expensive for no reason. Well, that's it. Hopefully, it's the last tank of gas for quite a few months. June, July, August, 3.5, 4 months, something like that. Who knows? We need to save our money on gas because that's outrageous. Almost $200 again.
$200?
Yeah.
Is it done yet?
180 something. Yeah, it's
Do you
done.
have to like redo the card?
I didn't hear. Maverick knows what's up.
Yeah, I'm upset.
Every other place since we came back from Mexico, I've had to pay twice to fill up the tank. We only have a 55-gallon tank, and we never run more than 45 gallons of gas out of it. But I still have to.
His look on his face. He's staring at something hard out the window.
There's on a tree out there. It starts with an S and ends with coral.
Coral.
All right, no more gas for a while. Now we gotta go do our dirty laundry And then what, find camping? Is that it?
Yeah, well, we know we're going to camp.
Yeah, but did we get all of our stuff done?
Yeah, we dropped the bikes off.
Dropped the bikes off, got water at the bike shop. They're really awesome people. We'll tell you about the bikes when we pick them up. If you're ever in Lander, best place to go. Well, the only place to go if you get your bike fixed. Cleaned off. Holy cow, $15, at least $15. Just put the credit card in, it kept running. But we had a lot of dirt underneath this.
Yep, because of roads
RV.
in the snow. Look, he got Maverick. He got Mormon tacos.
We went and tried to. Lindsay's not prejudiced toward Mormon. We're at a Maverick gas station. It's Mormon owned, and they have really good tacos and nachos, so we call them Mormon nachos. Anyway, it doesn't matter what I say, I'm gonna offend somebody.
Yeah.
We're not judgmental against Mormons. We call them Mormon nachos because they're freaking delicious nachos, and they come from Maverick. Anyway, we're gonna go wash our laundry and then go set up camp because it's supposed to rain this afternoon, all through the night and into the morning. And I want to be stationary, set up, and chill. Well, we've been holed up here in Lander, in the Lander City Park. It's an awesome place. They allow you to camp for 3 nights for free. It's beautiful. We've been camped right on the water's edge. It's been awesome. Dogs have been out playing. We got all of our errands run. We've got a lot of work done online. Great cell service here in town. Went in town, spent some money on delicious breakfast or brunch, and we've really enjoyed having a couple days here in Lander before we make our run on Thermopolis. One thing to note, just like when you spend the night in a Walmart parking lot, if you're camping in a place like Lander, and there's other towns like it, where they allow you to camp for free, they are doing trash services, they're cleaning up behind us, even though we should be leaving no trace. All those principles, right? But they're taking care of us and letting us stay here for free. So we always try to support the local communities. So that's something we definitely want to encourage you. If you find yourself in a place in Lander or like Lander, where you have the opportunity to camp for free in town, it's different. If you're out on BLM land and you're boondocking out in the middle of nowhere, obviously there's nowhere to go and spend your money. But we always like to make sure that we're supporting the local economy, because that's part of the reason why they're making this available to us. So every night there's probably 10 or 15 RVs here, and this is even during slow season. And if all of us are going out, or if even half of us are going out and spending money on the local restaurants, bars, grocery stores, gas stations, us, bike shop, we spend a couple $100s at a bike shop getting our bikes repaired. So all that money goes into the local economy, and that is a really awesome thing. As we get to travel, we get to participate in local economies. So just a little pointer about RVing in small communities like this that do allow and are very RV friendly. We want to keep it that way. We want to continue to support their businesses as well. One last thing to do in Lander before we get out of here is to go up to Sinks Canyon State Park. It's pretty awesome. We'll show you that. Let's go do it right now.
We're here at the Popo-Aggie River. No, just kidding. It's the Poposia.
Just had a great hike. We did end up at the Popo-Aggie, P-O-P-O space A-G-I-E, but you say it Popo-Aggie.
Poposia.
Popo-Aggie.
Poposia.
It's the Poposia River. We're at the sinks where the water just disappears into the ground and then it pops up down the road. And there's actually like the biggest trout you've ever seen in your life.
Yeah. And they have no idea where this river goes. Like they've tried to track it. They've put like little tracking devices like to float into the water and they disappeared.
Just goes in underneath the rocks and then
it comes out on the other side of the
back
canyon.
out a couple 100 yards away.
Yeah, like a spring. Like it comes out like a spring.
Do they think they ever put like scuba gear on?
I don't know. I just know that's what Ro and Andre told me.
They wouldn't go diving.
But yeah, I mean, I think the hole would be too small.
It's way too small.
Yeah.
Anyway.
It's cool though.
We are on the road. We've got one last stop before we get to Old Thermopolis, and that is
Riverton.
Wally World in Riverton.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of grocery options. In fact, there's only one right now in Thermopolis, and it's a monopoly, and we don't like it at all. Mm-hmm. Small town, that's what happens. There's 3,500 people in this town. But I'm very much against this person that owns the grocery store, so I'm going to spend as very little there as possible. I'd rather give my money to big old corporate Walmart than to this guy who runs a monopoly in town. So, that being said, we're going to load up on groceries at Walmart. If you're keeping track of our budget, we're going to be over budget this month because we're buying lots of groceries to stock up for Thermopolis. One grocery store in Thermopolis. That's it. So, let's go. Stock up.
Let's head on out.
On groceries.
Let's go.
Ow. Well, this is it. This is the exciting time. We are about to head into the Wind River Canyon, which is the entryway to Thermopolis when you're coming from the south out of Shoshone. And it's exciting. It is beautiful. Lindsay and I say it's probably the most gorgeous 15 miles, although we've seen a lot of gorgeous 15 miles since then. Lindsay's really wrapped up in TikTok right now.
Making videos.
So we're going to be driving through the canyon. Come along with us. When we pop out the other end, we are in Thermopolis. We are in our home on the road, which is exciting. We love pulling into Thermopolis. And it's graduation day for high school there, so pretty much all of our friends are tied up with graduation. We'll make a nice quiet entry into town and then catch up with everybody hopefully this week. Well, we made it.
We made it to Thermopolis. We are all set up at our campsite.
Which is cool.
Yeah.
It's a new experience for us in this particular part of town. But we are set up and we're excited to be here. And we want to let you know there's going to be lots of fun things coming our way and your way as we live here this summer. But we're going to wrap up the season right now. This is still the Baja season.
Oh, is it? We're going to...
Yeah,
okay.
This was the end of leaving Baja and making our way here. So thanks for being a part of the journey this far. We look forward to connecting with you shortly and sharing with you all the great things that Thermopolis has to offer. And of course, meeting you if you happen to be swinging through. So.
And if you're a new viewer and you haven't subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button.
Yes, very much so. Because she's cuter than I and she said it.
And we should have a new season coming out soon.
She said it again. We'll see you when we see you.